I'm Sarah and welcome to Friday Craft Chat, and today we're going to be chatting stickers, community and some of my crafty plans for next week. So last week I created the sticker sheet with Cricut and die cut, and I've become a little bit obsessed with that this week. It was the lovely Elle, thank you Elle for asking me this question, but Elle asked me if I could create that with the holographic laminate. I thought, let's have a go, and I've become a bit obsessed. These are incredible. They just, look how sparkly they are. It's really hard to get picture and photograph them, but they're stunning. And I loved it so much that I've also created a video on how to use this with your stickers. So you can go for a gloss sticker sheet, or you can go for a matte sticker sheet and you can put a holographic layer on it. It's part of a process. So you print and cut, then you cut out your laminate sheet so it fits inside, then you put that on, but it looks great. And I bought these from Amazon. It was £6 for 10 for the packet, and honestly I think it's become my new favourite thing. Everything you make with them looks incredible. So from the back of that, I got a question over on Instagram to ask if I could create tabs, and these tabs are really good actually, because let me show you on a butterfly. They're tabs for little hands, so that when you're giving stickers to children, they've got a little tab on so that they can easily peel them off. So you've still got your die cut Cricut sticker, but they've also got a tab on, and that's a really good idea for when you're creating sticker sheets for children. But yeah, this week has all been about stickers and getting the sticker settings right. What I did discover, and what I think is fabulous and something that I've really not had to do before, is that when you're using something like the laminate, all of our machines cut differently, and I didn't realise that until a really good friend of mine was trying to cut some stickers for her Etsy shop, and she just couldn't get her head around my settings, and we worked out between us that actually when she went into her settings and reduced the pressure, she was able to get the result I was getting. So for some reason her machine has got a different pressure, even though they're both Cricut makers. So yeah, beyond me. So that was a really good discovery actually this week, that I could go in and change settings, and that's in this video. I created a tutorial. There's two separate tutorials. I had to create and draw an ice cream in Cricut Design Space with a circle, a triangle and a square. A super easy to do and a great project for summer crafting. And then I created a separate one with creating the holographic stickers and changing the settings in Cricut Design Space. So all hopefully super useful. But it got me thinking about what next, because obviously at the moment we're working on summer. Today I've designed a cake. I've got a tutorial that went live yesterday, and that was how to make printable letters. Check that out if you like making your own printables, but these are print and cut letters designed out of free shapes in Cricut Design Space. So yeah, there's been loads going on with print and cut and printables. Following on from that, because I've had some lovely messages, and thank you if you've messaged me, because it just makes it all worthwhile when somebody's there at the other side, because I'm just sat here talking into a camera in my office with a French bulldog and a pug on the floor snoring for company. And so when people comment, I'm over the moon, because I just think there are people there that obviously you can see numbers, but so please do keep commenting below, because it's just brilliant. It makes my day. But somebody raised a point last week that you can't, I think it was Barbara, so thanks for this Barbara, you can't add pictures. So when you make something or make one of my creations, you can't add a picture. I looked everywhere on YouTube trying to, because I've got the community chat there where people can go and chat, but you can't actually add your own picture. You can't go onto my Facebook group and add pictures, because it says that everybody can contribute, but there isn't a way for you to add. Can't work that out. What I've done is I've put an image on, and it's a weekly share thread. So please, if you make anything, please do go and share your pictures and share your make, so that I can see what you're making, because I just love seeing everybody else's creations, and we all use different colours and different interpretations, so that would be brilliant. So thank you in advance if you do go and share them. And you know, you don't have to worry about lighting or any of that. It's just reply. I've got a weekly share thread, and it's on Extraordinary Chaos Facebook. So yeah, just go on there, post your picture, and then we can all support each other, because it's about being in a community and supporting each other. And in this world of AI where everything's robots, I think it's more important than ever. For next week, I have got a robot project which I was going to complete this week, and it's never, but it's a robot alphabet. So I'm going to create a letter, and the number set will be free to download, and show you what I would do with a robot letter. So also I've got some chocolate bars. These have been in my desk for a week and I've managed to not eat them, but they're the small size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some print and cut covers for them, so that you can use them as party favors, or if you're for weddings, they'd be good to put on the table. And these are brilliant for kids' parties. So I'm going to do a summer themed one for a summer or back to school themed party. These would be great for weddings if you've got, for children at weddings to put names on, or even put the bride and groom's name on. They're great for Halloween party favours and trick or treat favours, which will make some more of those at Halloween. So we're going to make those next week. And I'm also going to show you how to make printable colouring pages without using the Cricut pen, because that Cricut pen, I just think there's not enough time in my life to sit and wait for that to draw. It's just a bit too slow for me. And what I'm going to show you next week is how to convert any of my alphabets into a colouring page, and it's super easy. And that's a really great craft to have in your toolkit for when you've got kids. The kids are on holiday and you want to give them an activity. When you're going somewhere, like if you're going to Orlando and you want to do a themed trip or a holiday trip, or for Halloween and you want to do something themed. My kids very much learn by what interested them. Now, I have got a website full of colouring alphabets so that you can print them off and colour them in, but I want to show you how to make your very own one. If you are viewing this and you're not on the week of 24th of July, then all of the projects I've talked about will be in YouTube. They'll be there ready. So just have a scroll through and have a search, but they're all there. So if there's anything you want to learn in Cricut, can you just drop something below? Just drop me a message and ask me, because that's what really inspires me, creating stuff that people want to learn. And I've got lists of notes on my phone of things that I really want to show you, but I'm hoping I'm showing you what you want to see. So please do let me know. Let me know below in the comments on YouTube. I'd love you to put anything, any suggestions of anything you'd like to learn. But also, anything you make, please do go to Extraordinary Chaos on Facebook and share it on my Facebook page. You will make my day sharing your images. I love it when I see it when people do that. So thank you to everybody that does share and send me messages on Instagram and TikTok. I love it. I'm hoping that you have a lovely weekend and get a bit of time in for some crafting. I will see you next week with robots, colouring pages, candy bars, and then the week after we are on SVG reefs. So that's another exciting one to look forward to. Happy crafting. Have an amazing weekend. Another weekly babble from me. But please tell me how I can help you and what I can do to be useful. See you next time. Thank you.